Right, we've got a 2.4 transit engine in for basically one engine. It's blown up and fitting another engine. Don't usually do second-hand engines for customers, but he'd already bought the engine, so we're slinging it in for him. Now, being the 2.4 DI non-common rail, you got these Bosch pumps, which are, they've got an anti-theft system built into these pumps. So if you change the engines, then basically it won't start up. You might get diesel coming up to the injectors, but it will not start. So you usually have to get this, either swap your pump over, like chain through the chain, etc. Take your pump off, put your old pump on, so the EDU unit is matched to the ECU in the car, van, truck, whatever. Now, the trouble is, it's a dying art for these old pumps to be coded, and we haven't got anybody around here that's got the software to be able to code these pumps. So the trouble is, this engine is going on, has apparently got 70,000 miles on it. That engine has got 170,000. So we've got a scenario where we'd rather keep this pump on this engine together, because this has got 70,000 miles worth of usage, shall we say. The other one's got 170. So we're going to try and attempt to remove the EDU unit. We're going to have to cut these cables, remove the EDU unit, swap the EDU unit from that engine that is coded to the van to this engine, resolder the cables, and hopefully we shouldn't have any PATS issues with startup. So it's a bit of an unknown. In theory it will work. If not, we're gonna have to change the pump over, which again, I'd rather not do. But the coding side of it is an issue around here, and the customer doesn't want to pay a lot of money for this van and the usual story. So we're doing what we can to try and save a bit of money. Coding is gonna be 150 quid, 200 quid, I would imagine. So if we can save that, all good. So we've got to remove this top cover. So we've got to take these 5 out here, and there's 3 down here, 1, 2, 3, which you've got to take out to get this top cover off. And I believe there's a ribbon cable underneath it, which you've got to be careful of not to tear. So we'll get these out. Bear in mind, we've got to do this on both engines, so we've got to be hopeful these bolts don't snap on either engine. So if we do, then we got problems. So we're only really doing this purely because money saving and obviously coding issues. So we'll try and get it apart, and we'll come back and have a look, see where we go. Okay, so this is how the EDU will look when it's off. Obviously you'll have unbolted all this anyway, so put your cables, you've unbolted your top cover. Obviously underneath here, there's a little rubber seal here, trying to lose that. It's not doing anything apart from sealing it off from getting moisture in, I suppose. Obviously the cables, as I said, we've cut long and short. We've done that on both of them. And when you unbolt this and you lift it up, you've got this ribbon cable here. There's 2 bolts, obviously, to go through it. All it is a magnetic pickup on a wheel inside. However, this is quite delicate, so just don't rip it up when you're pulling it off. Now, I've already fitted the old EDU to the new pump and resoldered the cables. They are quite a pain to solder because obviously you haven't got a lot of cable to work with, but we extended the 2 to come from down the back of the pump and soldered them together. And we installed it onto the van, and after priming the system, the van started. No issues, no PATS issues, no immobiliser issues. So it worked, basically.
it solved the problem. So, and the van ran sweet. It stopped having to disturb the pump, and it kept obviously a 70,000 mile pump with a 70,000 mile engine, rather than having to get it coded. So this will work if you're not wanting to change the actual pump. However, I know that the pump failures on the VP30s are usually down to the EDU failing anyway, so you'd have to change it. But this is just if you've got an issue with coding between old pump and new. We gave it a go, and I can confirm it does work. The truck has gone, been running for a few days now, no issues. As I said, I had no codes for PATS on it, so if you've got a VP30 pump and the pump's knackered but the actual EDU's okay, then you can swap them over. So, good little tip to know. You just got to be very careful, as I said, when you pull it up with this ribbon cable, because it's not very robust. So, other than that, I hope it helps somebody, and job well done.